Welcome, hunters, to another guide in our Monster Hunter World series. Today I'm going to go over why when I'm playing multiplayer, I notice a lot of times when people faint, it's completely avoidable. So today we're going to go over how not to do that. Let's get it. First, I'll go over stun. Player stun, not monster. So I see a lot of players get stunned and they don't know they're going to be stunned, and they faint because of it. So I'll give you some tips to help you out. The way stunning actually works is whenever you get knocked down by 3 attacks that perform stun damage, and not all attacks do, that's when you'll be stunned. So usually if a monster hits you with its face or tail or claw, name, body part, and it knocks you down, it has performed stun damage on you. After 3 of these, you will be stunned. There's a couple ways to prepare for getting stunned, and I'll go over most of them. First is obviously to just run stun resistance. I personally think it's a waste of a perk because you can slot other perks that do more for you than stun resistance. Another one, after the second knockback has been performed on you, you can just make sure that you stay at full health. That way, whenever you are stunned, you don't get one shot by the next attack, which happens a lot. This is why people struggle with monsters like Diablo so much, because every attack from a Diablo stuns you. So if it's just sitting there charging you and you get hit 3 times and get stunned, you're gonna get a faint. Another one is the hunting horn. The hunting horn has a note on it called all status ailments negated. That one will also negate the stun effect on your character. Another one is the immunity booster. That will prevent you from being stunned as well. As far as these are the best ways. Now, a lot of people say that stun damage fades over time. I haven't seen that. So I've done a couple tests and I've gotten stunned after like 3 minutes. So no one's going to run away for 3 minutes in a fight. So it's effectively useless to try to run away from your own stun damage. Just know that you will get stunned, or you will run something that removes the stun from your character. So take a moment to go over status ailments. Most status ailments can be cured with a nullberry, which can be cultivated at the Botanical Research and Argosy person inside of Celiana or inside of Astera. So you want to make sure to cultivate nullberries, enough of them to have plenty of nullberries. If you don't have nullberries, you will get ice blighted, and then your stamina will run out, you'll get tired, and then you'll die. Then you want to make sure inside of your equipment chest that every loadout you have has nullberries in them. A max of 10, carry 10. Then all of the other status ailments that are eating your lunch that can't be cured by nullberries, you want to go into your hunter's notes and go to the ailments section. Look for the symbols that are eating your lunch from that creature and prepare against them. Monster Hunter basically gives you everything you need to not faint. Damage. A lot of people don't do as much damage as they could. They don't wall bash the creature and mount the creature. They could be fighting more efficiently, and because they don't, they end up getting carted. There's a video I made on how to hunt a monster more efficiently. You're going to want to watch that video. Utilizing the clutch claw to weaken monsters and have different combos on their weapons is something I see very little for some reason. So if you weaken the monster, you get a 25% damage buff on the monster, and it makes it fighting much easier. So you should always attack a weakened part of a monster. Use your mantles correctly. That's all that one is. Another problem people have is not knowing how to use the weapon they're using, or using it in an inefficient way, like the shield and sword. they like to use a support build with the shield and sword with Mushromancer and wide range, when the hunting horn can do that but add more effects on top of them. And it's stuff like this. Another example is the longsword. If you're going to use the longsword and not use the foresight slash, you're going to have a bad time. Just pick a weapon, familiarize yourself with the weapon for a little bit, and then try to go into a monster hunt. Don't fight an arc-tempered Xeno'jiiva with a weapon you've never used before. You're going to have a bad time. So I'll go over skills. So after, on your armor, you have 3 levels of health boost, 3 levels of critical boost, and 100% affinity when you're attacking a weakened monster part. You can put whatever you want on your armor. I personally prefer a combination of the Raging Bracky and Furious Rajang armor. So I have Agitator Secret and Maximum Might Secret, having 7 levels of both. That gives me something I enjoy playing. But you should play the game however you want to play it, and enjoy the game however you want to enjoy it. But you probably will enjoy the game if you do bigger numbers. Higher deeps, higher fun. Another mistake I see people make is not recognizing any of the monster's attack patterns. So if you go and attack a monster and it rolls your face through the ground, remember why it rolled your face through the ground and don't let it happen again. I realize this is easier said than done, but if you just maintain a conscious effort to not make the same mistake, such as when you're fighting a Kushala and you dodge left and you realize that it attacks left, you should then decide to dodge right instead. It's simple stuff like this that people don't realize makes a really big difference, but it does. In summary, just try to not get hit as much as possible, try to deal as much damage as possible, and learn from your mistakes. This was the best guide I could come up with how to get good. So I hope you like my video. If you did like it, please like it. If you disliked it, please dislike it. If you think I missed anything or think it's trash, please leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!